Hi, Kelly and I were out in Arizona this year for a few months and we went on some hikes. Here's a short video of some of the hikes we went on. Some are videos and some are pictures. The first hike is Petroglyph hike. Actually, it's Hieroglyph hike is the name of it. It's an out and back. You go up a mountain and there's a spring up there and there's some good views. A little rocky. Not too bad, some elevation, and the views are really nice once you get to the top. We enjoyed it. It was a good introduction to the area. You can see how difficult the road was there. Second one is Broadway Cave. That was much more difficult. It was very rocky, and you can see the elevation. Again, it was an out and back. That's Superstition Mountain right there. You can see how rocky the trail was. You see me standing there. We got about 3/4 of the way and it got real steep. You can see that was the cave we were going to right there. And that's us in the cave. When we got up to the top, we had to scramble to get up this one really steep section. And we thought we weren't going to be able to get down, but we actually found a different route down when we talked to some people that were up at the top. So that was very thankful we were able to get down. Butcher Jones Trail at Saguaro Lake is one of the most popular trails in the area. In fact, it's the only one on this video that we had to pay for parking. All the other ones are free parking right at the base. It's moderate, similar to all the other ones on the video as well. And here you go, enjoy. Think you're a celebrity or something? Yeah, you always have to wave. Uh-huh. I think that's a tiger, I think they call that. I don't know. It's actually an F-4F Wildcat, a World War II fighter plane. Amazing how far we've come in 80 years. View here. The trail goes there.
Hi.
And that's where Kelly is.
That's where we're parked.
There's the beach down there. There's the trail. Head. And we have this lovely reservoir.
Back to Kelly again.
Back to Kelly. Here we are towards the end of the hike. Right around the corner is the parking lot. And by the parking lot, there's a beach. There were a lot of people that were going to the beach. And about 100 yards from there is a marina. So we went to the marina after the hike and had a burger. And it was all good. It was a good day. This next trail is Hackberry Trail, about 4 mile loop. I would say it was one of the easier trails that we've done. Easy walking and also not a lot of elevation. Mostly stuck to the valley, and there was more shrubbery here than there were cactus. And it was a good day, good hike, but not real difficult. A little bit of fun. The last part of the hike was along a wash here. They don't call them rivers or riverbeds. They're washes because most of the year it's just a dry riverbed. But there were some pretty views, as can be seen here. The next hike is Tom's Thumb. This hike is in Scottsdale, and it has quite a bit of elevation. We did it with a friend of ours who did the Grand Canyon rim to rim hike, and she used this as training. As you go up, you can see it's a little rocky, and there are some switchbacks, but once you get to the top, you are supposed to touch the thumb. That's what we're doing here. And if you walk past the thumb, there are some incredible views of the area. It's a beautiful hike. It's a little bit of work, but it is one of the popular hikes in the area. Willow Springs Loop is a 5-mile hike just southeast of Mesa. It was one of my favorite on this video. A lot of varied terrain. It had a lot of rocks that you walked on. There was an area where there was a meadow, and it wasn't as well traveled as some of the other hikes that we were on. That's one of the things I liked about it. We did take a wrong turn a couple times, so it wasn't as well marked as some of the other trails. It was also very hot that day, and the trail ended with a climb, so it made for a challenging hike.
Pond. Little pond in the desert.
Little pond in the desert. This is our second time on the Hieroglyph Trail with some friends of ours visiting from Wisconsin. And this is Kelly telling us everything she knows about snakes.
Really hot. You'll see them sunning on a rock. They want nothing to do with us, but if we threaten them,
Well,
I've never seen a snake out there.
oh, really?
Yeah, I've never seen a snake.
Mormon Trail to Fat Man's Pass was a really fun hike. It's quite a climb in the beginning. As you climb up South Mountain, you're overlooking Phoenix. You can see the whole city. And then once you get over the top from the front half, you get into an area where it's like you're in a Star Trek set or something because of the huge boulders and just the topography and all the rock formation.
Yeah.
Made for an enjoyable
Yeah,
day.
we get
This is cool.
Yeah, you have to get skinny like right there. Yeah.
Okay.
And here's Kelly holding up the boulder at the Fat Man's Pass section. Are we going this way?
Looks like there's multiple paths to the same sort of destination.
Just like life.
I was thinking the same thing, man. Ooh. Old cactus. At first I thought it was a snake.
Yeah, it was like it did kind of.
Peripheral vision.
We're at 2 miles. This would be good for the set of a movie in here.
Well, I need it for one of the second to finalist gatherers.
And then you look at the pictures and it's thought-provoking to me. That's it. We have to go through there. Yes. Either that or over the top. You gotta go through.
Let's see what these kids do.
Stuff. What is it? Oh. Yes, ma'am. Welcome to the land of the lost.
Yes, the flea slap.
The flea stacker.
The flea stacker, there you go.
Take a tree and
Whack 'em.
land of the lost.
We could.
This is our last hike on this video. Sunrise Peak and Fountain Hills, 4 miles round trip. It was an out and back, 1,100 feet of elevation. There was some rocky sections, as you can see here, some edge walking. Once you got up to the top, there was beautiful views. It was fairly windy that day, but it was a beautiful day and a beautiful hike. And I'm sure we're going to go back and do that one again. Hope you all enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.